Hi guys. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately because our trust is writing a proposal in New Zealand to grow a skilled birthing population via a 2-year trial with midwives who would like to participate. You probably don't know that everybody has their own continuity of care midwife in New Zealand, and they have since 1990. So it's getting me thinking about birth, and today I want to talk about women who are terrified of giving birth. I gave birth first in 1970, and my generation and the generations of women beforehand, we're all afraid of birth, and whatever happened, happened. In fact, the birth itself wasn't considered to be like the wedding. It was really a pathway to becoming a mother or becoming a father, more like the marriage kind of thing. But by the 1980s, when I gave birth last, the attitudes around childbirth had changed, and we were being given a very clear message by very famous authors that women shouldn't be afraid of birth, that birth is a natural life event, which it is, and that we should trust it, and that women have always birthed, and it's instinctual, and we'll know what to do with it on the day. But as I and hundreds of families developed the Birthing Better skills that I then put into a charitable trust in the 1990s, we realized that fear of birth wasn't something you could just will away. And because I had spent many, many years in third world countries, not involved in childbirth, but talking to people about birth, I realized that throughout the world, everybody's terrified of birth because they know that mothers and babies can be injured or even die in pregnancy and birth and afterwards. So people are afraid of birth. It's hardwired within us. So what does that mean if it's hardwired? How do we deal with it? Do we deal with it by just sort of running away and going, oh my God, I'm terrified of birth? That's what it feels like. But what I learned was that in all cultures, and we're all one humanity, but we're very diverse culturally, the way that people dealt with it prior to medical care was that they asked these questions. And this is a skill I want to pass on to all of you because this is a life skill and it comes, we use it all the time. So when you are afraid of something, whether it's the fear of birth or whether you're afraid that your baby's sick or whether you're afraid you're sick or whether you're afraid of a vacation that you're taking to an area that you don't know if it's safe, whatever your fear is, the first thing you need to do is to ask this question. Do I feel that what I am afraid of is going to unfold and I am going to be seriously injured or die within the next 5 minutes? Or it can be the child, or the birth, or the pregnancy, it doesn't matter. So that's the question. Is what I fear going to cause injury or death within the first 5 minutes? It's the first question. When you feel that fear, you have to ask. If that's true, then you need to seek help. It's as simple as that. If you are that afraid and you feel that you are at risk of injury or death or someone you love or the situation, seek help. That's instinct. That's what we do instinctually when we feel that fear. But if we answer, nope, don't think so, the next question we have to ask is, do I feel that this fear is going to cause death or injury within the next 12 hours? So you have to put a time frame on it. You can be 6 hours, it doesn't matter. It's not 5 minutes, it's something else. So put a time frame on it. So if you ask, I am afraid, is there going to be serious death or injury within a period of time, 6 hours or 12 hours? If you go, yes, then seek appropriate help. That's important, okay? Particularly around birth, pregnancy, and newborn period or children. It's important. If you look at your child and think, that child looks sick, is it 5 minutes that you feel is going to problem or 12 hours? Seek help. So if it's a no to 5 minutes, if it's a no to 12 hours, then what are you stuck with? Well, you ask another question. Do I feel that my fear is going to cause injury or death within the next 24, 36, 48, 72 hours? So do you see where this is leading? It means that if you feel fear, ask it as a gift. Do I need to do something now? Do I need to do something soon? Or can I observe it? When you observe it, if the answers are no to 5 minutes, no to 12 hours, if you observe it, then at some point you are going to realize, no, I do need to get help. It's gone into that 5-minute or 12-hour thing. Or no, it's resolving itself. I'm not as afraid. I may feel anxious. There may be a niggly there, but I'm not afraid. And if you're not afraid, doesn't mean you shouldn't be observant. It just means it's okay to just acknowledge that you have fears and just get on with your life. And the reason that women are fearful in pregnancy is because they have to learn this gift for their newborn and also for the birth. Because if you feel that there is a problem in your pregnancy, 5 minutes or 12 hours, or in birth, then seek help. Seek help and use modern medical care, because in third world countries where there isn't any, if they feel that fear and they know something's going to happen, they're going to still try within their own medical health system, their own traditional health system, do something about it. But when you have a child, that child cannot talk to you. All you can do is see and hear it. And the reason that women are developing this gift of fear is so that they can ask these questions after their baby is born, and sometimes in the birth. So in birth, sometimes women go, there's something the matter. In pregnancy, sometimes women do that. Seek help if you feel that within 5 minutes or within 12 hours, there's real cause to be concerned. And don't be ashamed if you go in and they go, nothing's the matter. But if you still feel there's something the matter, keep seeking help. And if nothing is the matter, that's going to reveal itself as well. But once your baby is born, all you can do is see and hear that baby. So when you have developed this gift in pregnancy and you're not afraid of your fear, then instead of always saying about your newborn, something the matter, something the matter, what you do is you ask those questions. When I am seeing or hearing this, do I feel in 5 minutes there's going to be death or injury? If the answer is yes, seek help. If the answer is no, ask, do I feel there's going to be death or injury in the next 12 hours? If the answer is yes, seek help. If the answer is no, observe it for the next 24, 36, 48, 72 hours, because it's either going to go towards more critical or it's going to resolve itself. And as it resolves itself more frequently, because that's the more frequent outcome, is that you begin to not have less fear. You begin to use fear as a gift to ask those questions. I'm 74. I still ask those questions when I am in situations where I feel afraid, because fear is something that is asking us to be observant and pay attention. So hopefully, all of you who are afraid of your coming birth, you'll begin to ask these questions of yourself and find some resolution. In the link on this post is going to be a link to our Birthing Better resources, because that's where families develop skills to work through their baby's birth journey, no matter what the birth was like. And we're going to give you a coupon for a 20% discount, because we are just on the other side of Mother's Day in both the United States and in New Zealand, where I live. And what we want to do is honor mothers, and we want to honor the gift of fear that comes to us in our very cells, in our very being. We don't want to be afraid of that fear, and we don't want to try to suppress it, because when we suppress it, we don't develop it as a gift. And that's where most women start to get really, really confused, because they can't sort out what they should be afraid of and what they shouldn't be afraid of. And then they just feel anxious all the time. And we don't want that for each other, for our daughters and our grandchildren. So thanks for listening today. And please share this video with others that you know. And go to our YouTube channel, where we have other playlists around Birthing Better and about concepts around childbirth. Thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye.